Hello there, this is Chris Assis, founder and teacher of Bautanz Constructing Dance. Today we're going to be doing an embellishment. So, followers, this is mostly for you. But before we get to it, I want you to see this embellishment from a different scope. I promise this will not take too long. We'll get to the embellishment right in a few seconds. So I want you to see it under a new scope. It's not just something that will spice up your dance and make your feet look beautiful, but it's also something that will help you communicate with your partner and will create opportunities for your partner to uh, make a new sequence. So um, see it as a suggestion, possibly, as your personal touch to the dance. Leaders, now I'm coming for you. Um, don't see embellishments of the follower as something that you allow them to do, or something that will only make them look good. See them as for what they are, actually. They are suggestions. Maybe an embellishment like the one that we are going to do requires that your partner slows down just a little bit. So hear that time change. Did it match the music? Hopefully it did. So can you create it in some way, not doing the embellishment, but create that slow down, the change timing in that step, um, at a different occasion. Maybe you can create a completely different sequence, go somewhere else because of that embellishment. Or maybe you can even replicate it and do something similar for yourself. So see the embellishments as one way of your partner communicating something with you. So I got the idea, very short story, from one of my new students of Intelligent Tango, who was very happily surprised that Intelligent Tango comes with secret Facebook community, a welcome chat with me, and video sharing. So if you have questions, you have a series of videos that you can send, and I'll help you get back on the right path, or make some suggestions, some tweaks here and there. So he was very excited about that because it provides a lot of support. But this was my initial purpose anyhow. My purpose was to share because I see this dance as a couple's dance, something that is created between two people. So with that in mind, that's what I wanted to create between me and my students, and that's what I'm hoping that you will be creating between yourselves and your partners on the dance floor. Don't see your dance as I lead, you follow, done, over, like a monetary exchange. I give you Intelligent Tango, you give me money, done. No, there's so much more that you can learn from your partner and that you can suggest to your partner. And this way, even if something doesn't work out or it's a mistake, double quote, here, it is something new. It is something that you can dive into and discover. So, followers, uh, see this as something that you can spice up your dance with. Work on your ochos and balance and posture and twist and turn in a fun way because it's an embellishment and we want to make it look nice, but also make it feel nice too. And leaders, make sure that you pay close attention because this embellishment can be a suggestion of timing change, speed change, let's put it that way, or it might spark some ideas for new sequences or for an embellishment that you can do in your dance. So let's get to it. What's happening is that you're changing the way that you're collecting the feet. During the collection, you change the orientation of the free leg. So you open it up to the outside, then you cross the free leg over the standing leg, and then you pivot. So in order for that to happen, you can't just do it from the knee because it will throw you off balance, as it will pull your hips out of place. So you need to actually do it from the hip. You need to find space in the hip. You need to find movement, the movement of the leg inside the hip. Then your knee is a little bit bent, just a little bit soft, the same way you would it would be if you were just collecting your feet. You cross the free foot over the standing foot and you pivot. Make sure that you don't start pivoting before that happens, because you might hit your partner and we don't want that to happen. On this big elastic band that the bottom of my top is it has. So that part, I want you to notice how it's not square. I'm not tightening up my hips to be able to do the embellishment. My hips are still moving. There's still a lift and drop, and there is still a back and forth, as we have seen in other videos. Now, the other thing that I want you to feel in your body is that as your pelvis is, which is exactly where that elastic band is, I want you to think of the bone at the front as the connecting bone between your legs. Most of the times what happens is that we're thinking too much of the back of the pelvis, and that immobilizes basically the spine. So we want to think of the front of the pelvis managing the movement between our two legs, so we can free up the spine, so the spine can twist and reach, and we can still have a nice feeling that our two legs are working together. And now the head. We've seen in a recent video, which you can find below. Try to spot to help, not with just the embellishment here, to help with your ochos in general.